Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Dana Satmita with ID student 21070503. In this video, I will discuss about the mispronunciation of English phonemes by the Japanese with Praat analysis in this study to analyze the pronunciation errors of a word. I use the Praat software, where Praat can measure the pitch and reference of the sound in the child so that it will produce different pronunciation by the two sound sorts with different backgrounds. So in this case, as a non-native English speaker sound sample, I test two sound sorts, namely the first sound sort from high school students who are native Japanese and in process of learning English. The second sound sort is myself as a student majoring in English literature, while for native speakers, I use sound sort from a website called Cambridge Dictionary, where this website will produce native English speaker. Here are the results and how to use Praat to analyze cases of mispronunciation of a word, voiced consonant and voiceless consonant. Okay, after that we go to the tutorial how to analyze sounds using Praat software.
For native speaker, I use sound sort from a website called Cambridge Dictionary. P1 as a non-native English speaker from high school students who are native Japanese in the process of learning English, and P2 is me as a student majoring English literature. The first step is to download the software first. After that, open the software setup. If you have opened the software setup, the screen will appear like this. The left is the object preview and the right is the picture preview. If you don't need it, you can just close the future part of the screen. Click on the top, then there is an option that we want. If you want to record sound, then select new and mono, then record the sound you want to analyze. Because we already have the recording file, click open and read the from file, then select the sound file you want in analysis. After recording, the sound result will be stored in the object Praat section. Click the sound to be analyzed, then a sound vibration image will appear. Determine which parts needs to be analyzed by drawing a red line. Then click pitch. The pitch is used to find out how high or low a sound is. Then click get pitch to find out the pitch value. After that, click the intensity function to measure the strength of the sound, then click get intensity to find out what the intensity value is. After getting the result from the pitch and intensity, don't forget to copy the number into the Word to transfer the data that has been generated. Write the duration at the bottom because that is what we are analyzing. This part of the sound wave function so that we can choose which part to analyze without entering everything. After that, repeat the same steps until you reach the last word you want to analyze. In this study, I took the example of word from voiced consonant, namely the word vision, and then, while for unvoiced consonant or voiceless, the word cake and tin was used. After recording the words that we analyze, it will produce different numbers from each native speaker and non-native speaker sound source. Then these numbers are poured into tables and diagrams. In the tables and diagrams, you will see the difference between the pronunciation of native speakers and non-native speakers is what is the difference in pronunciation by the sound source studied in the diagram above. So in this diagram, the blue color is native speaker, the red is P1 and the green P2. Conclusion: from the research that has been done by loading two sound sources that are non-native speakers, it is found that some pronunciation errors or speed tones are found in each of the sample word tests. In person 1, Japanese high school students who are learning English are stated to have more pronunciation errors compared to English literature students. The pronunciation and tone of voice produced by these two sources differ from native speakers. The data acquisition is poured into this diagram and tables, which are generated by Praat software, which can help analyze any pronunciation errors. So, the conclusion from the result of this study is that the pronunciation, tone, frequency, and spectrum of each sort with native speakers have different percentage. This shows that although someone is in the period of learning English, the words spoken will not be the same as native speakers. This is caused by the origin of the accent that has been attached to sorts that are not native speakers.